Final Fantasy is basically a story of good versus evil. I think the movie's pretty unique in the sense it's a different approach to what people would usually consider science fiction. It's not guns and aliens and lasers. While we do have those elements, it's not all you're getting. You know, there's a different level to the movie, and I think that has a lot to do with the Japanese influence and European influence that we have, and that's what I think is most amazing about it.
There's a direct connection between Final Fantasy the movie and Final Fantasy game sequels or franchise. You know, kids are going to immediately relate to that. They're immediately going to relate to the fact that this is what they think an extension to a game.
Maya was the backbone of Final Fantasy. I mean, basically everything went through Maya, whether it was effects, animation, anything that had to do with, you know, creating these frames went through Maya. Without it, we couldn't have made this movie.
One of the coolest things about this particular project is that it's a fully CG movie, but unlike the other CG movies, this one's an attempt to make something a little bit more photoreal and a little bit more mature. Maya fits in very well in this process of going from conception to actual realization of an effect, in that it has a very strong architecture. It has a lot of built-in functions that make it very convenient to realize an idea very quickly. So if the director says, okay, I'd like to have some particles going at a very fast rate or something, you can very quickly come up with a very simple prototype for that.
I think the modeling tools in Maya are hands down above and beyond anything else you can find on the market. Just the flexibility and being able to tear a model down, you know, and literally rip apart polygons, and then, you know, go as complex as, you know, subdivision surface modeling if it were actually required. You know, that's, you know, I think that was with the strength that I saw in Maya. I would say animation finished on time, mainly because of our use of Maya, and because of the tools that we were able to use and we were able to write with mouse scripting. It enabled us to just animate and run redundant tasks, just get rid of those and take care of a lot of things rather quickly. It just enabled us to speed up quite a bit.
Maya was very integral to the lighting production on Final Fantasy. Actually was used to position all the lights and to set all the decay regions and basically integrate with the scene. And up until the point at which you actually rendered, all the lighting attributes could be controlled through Maya attributes and Maya nodes and so forth.
Maya, with the API and with the MEL programming language, turned the off-the-shelf Maya package into a full featured set production tool for creating movies. I believe that in the future, we will continue to rely on products like Maya to continue to push the envelope in film.